Hello and welcome back to Image Ballroom Dance Academy here in Dallas, Texas. My name is Rangel and today I'm going to be helping you with body mobility. So what is a body mobility? Let's find out. Another way of understanding body mobility is think about it which body part you want to emphasize on. So body mobility we said is going to be the emphasis of different body parts. And for the purpose of today's video, I simplified it into three different parts. We're going to be doing our hips, we're going to be doing our chest or upper body, and we're going to be doing our shoulders. So I chose to give you guys an example through a step in cha-cha called a time step. So let's review first the footwork of a time step. So we're gonna go. One, we bring the feet together. Together, together, side, together, side. Together, together, side, together, side. 2, 3, 4, and 1. 2, 3, 4, and 1. Now, what do we do? What are the mechanics? What are the choices that we are making? Where do we want the judges or the audience to watch while we are dancing? Everywhere? I'll say too ambitious. First of all, it creates a lot of noise and it's hard for the audience and for the judge to follow with their eyes everything that is going on. And also, it's not a very efficient because halfway through your dancing, you're gonna already feel exhausted and tired. So to become more efficient, to become more professional with your dancing, let's first focus on our hips. We're gonna be doing a hip action on count and after 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and. So we're gonna try to focus on having that hip action on this 2 and 3 and when we close the feet together. So we're gonna start 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. As you can see already, the upper body and the rest of my body parts are quite still, so the emphasis falls into the hips. That way, when you're watching somebody, you can see that, oh, that's kind of interesting because you can appreciate, in contrast to the stillness, the movement of the hips. So that is the first advice I can give you. You can apply it in almost every step that you have in your cha-cha or even in the other dances like rumba, paso doble, jive, and samba. Now, the second thing that we said we're gonna do is using the chest pop. So to make it simple, let's choose those same two steps, 2 and 3 and. We're gonna do a pop with our chest. Make sure that you don't do it from your shoulders. So let's try one more time and see how it looks. We go 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and wide side angle, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so this is number 2, the pop with your chest. Alright, and we do the pop, by the way, by using your back. So if you want to have your chest, don't do it only from your chest, but think of engaging your lat muscles and the muscles here around your spine to send your chest forward. Next thing we're gonna do is our shoulders, and I'm choosing to move the shoulders up and down. You can move them back and forward, you can move them both at the same time, but I'm choosing to go one after the other. Again, we're gonna be using those two steps on the count 2 and 3 and. We're gonna have a shoulder emphasis. Here we go. We're gonna start 1, 2 and 3 and cha-cha 1. 2 and 3 and cha-cha 1, 2 and 3 and cha-cha 1, 2 and 3 and cha-cha 1. Very good. And now, before we finish, I want to give you a little pattern. Imagine that you're a more beginner dancer, you have a quite a repetitive bronze routine, that you have all these basic elements. In order for you to have more fun, you can combine and you can do one of each as a sequence. You can first do emphasis on the hips, then you can do on the chest, and then you can do your shoulders. So let's see how all this is going to blend in together in one little pattern. So we're going to start hips, chest, shoulders. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3, and cha-cha, 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 1. That way, the same step already looks so much different. My advice for you guys is, please explore these options, but try not to do all three of them at the same time. It's gonna get quite crazy and you're gonna run out of energy. For example, if I try to do hips, chest, and shoulders, it's gonna go 1, 2, and 3, and cha-cha, 1, 2, and 3, and cha-cha, 1. It's too much. Even two of them is going to be too much. So stick to one and make decisions when you have your choreography. All the professional dancers have choices and they made them before they go to the competition. They don't go on the day of the competition to say, maybe today I'm going to do a little bit of a shoulder. Maybe once in a while there's a feeling that comes depending on the mood of the music that you're listening. But the majority of the decisions are made ahead of time and the professional dancers stick to them in order for their attention to be focused on the performance, not on the mechanic, on the execution of the dance. You always enjoy watching somebody who is performing the step and selling it versus a person who is like thinking how to do it correct. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Hope that was helpful and see you soon with our next episode with tips on how to improve your dancing. Thank you, bye-bye.